Hey there, what's up everybody? My name is KingZee and welcome back to the Empire. If you're brand new here, then welcome in. Hope you enjoy your stay, and if you do like this episode, make sure to check out the rest of the series and consider subscribing. For everybody that's been here for the past few episodes, you'll know that last episode we finished up our skelly farm and built this awesome little hidden entrance for it right here, which is a nice beat up, dilapidated shack. I've added all the details here. I've added some wood buttons over here to make things look a little bit more old and worn. The leaves coming through the ceiling, the vines coming through the ceiling, the holes in it. I've added stuff around the area, some podzol, some stuff like that, some tall grass. I've added a tree behind it, which you can't really see. I think I'm going to come back through here and add a lot of custom trees because eventually we're going to have a pathway coming through here. So there's going to be a pass through to get to the eventual main kingdom of this Let's Play world. I also forgot to build this well in the last episode. I said I was going to build it, did not do it. I did it off camera though. So we have a nice little well here that just leads down to the stronghold area. For anybody that doesn't know, we found this stronghold, basically the same episode we found the Skelly Farm area, and we have ourselves an end portal, which I totally stumbled upon this by complete accident, and then I basically just willed myself to find a Skelly spawner. It just happened to be that it was super close to our actual end portal. Today's episode is going to be all about getting some iron and preparing to get iron. So last episode I mentioned that I need to get the storage area sorted down there. I still have not done that. I've actually gathered quite a bit of iron, but it's not enough, I don't think, to actually make a dent in what we need for later projects and the projects we have now. So what I'm going to do, we're going to head back over to the base area and we're going to get talking about building a villager breeder. So for anybody new out there that hasn't seen this world yet, there is a huge project behind me that I've been working on since about episode 2. And this is the project. It's the hillside, the custom terrain hillside that I've been working on for the past few episodes off camera. What it's going to be inside of it is actually a secret cave where we keep all of our redstone things, all of our redstone contraptions, all of our villager breeders, and even our iron golem farm, I'm thinking. Depending on where I build this villager breeder, it might not be here, but I'm thinking this is probably the best spot to hide it, as I can have a golem farm like almost to world build height, and then I could have one fairly low down almost to bedrock, and then nothing in between. So that way every once in a while you might just see a random golem falling through the sky over here is where I'm thinking to build it. And then if I can squeeze in a villager breeder maybe over there, or possibly we could fit one in somewhere back there by the skeleton spawner, maybe underground, kind of hidden out of the way. But anyway, we need to get this thing actually built. So this hillside actually needs to be completed before we get started on this thing. As you guys can see, I've been working on this hillside, the cliff face over here, and it's coming out all right. It's just a basic plan of what I want it to be. Probably have this hanging over even more, probably like a good 2 to 5 blocks even further out. I've been building this top portion here, and I'll eventually keep building it higher and higher, and I need to stretch it out this way. I'm thinking to possibly about over there, and even stretching all the way over into that corner as well. So it's going to be a pretty massive undertaking, and I think what we need to do is get some mining done and get some building done off camera. There's no way that I could fit this in a time lapse. It's just not possible with my computer right now, or not having the replay mod. If I had the replay mod, I could definitely do it, or if I had a separate computer. But as of yet, I don't have those things. So this is kind of be an off camera project, completing this entire hillside for now. Hopefully when the replay mod does come out, I can do something to a larger scale. So I'm gonna sleep, I'm gonna gather some materials, I'm going to start building that thing, and then I'll meet you guys back in here once I got a good idea of where I want to place the villager breeder and then also the iron golem farm. So I'll see you guys in just a little bit. All right, welcome back everybody. I've been doing a lot of work here. I've been running out of some resources. We're probably going to have to go to the nether pretty soon and try to get ourselves some wither skulls so we can get a wither battle going and get ourselves a beacon. I need to eat because I can't seem to mine out stone fast enough to build this thing, but that's no problem. I've been doing fairly well. I've got this entire side kind of built up already, but I'm doing a little bit of planning on the iron golem farm, so I have a general idea of where I want to place this thing. Like I said before, I want to place one close to build height and then one close to bedrock level, and then also maybe one at this level, depending on the distance between all of them. I think you need a 65 block distance between all the farms to actually have them work correctly, and then the villager breeder is going to be somewhere over there, which also needs to be 65 blocks away from the nearest village that is generated by having the villagers and the doors in the same place. The farm we're going to be using for the villager breeder is a very simple one that I'll probably maybe move in the future, but as of yet, we're probably just going to stay around here for a while. So that's not going to be a real big problem for us. I'm going to be using a real simple farm. It's basically just a farm with 2 villagers in it. They're going to be the breeders. The baby villagers will fall off the edge where I'll have trap doors all around the outside. We'll have a villager either below the farm or above the farm that will let the villagers up top that they need to breed, but he will never be able to see that the villagers actually breed. So I'll probably have him maybe somewhere over here where it's easy to get light access to the doors, and then we'll probably carry the baby villagers somewhere close to the iron golem farm and have maybe a station down below. I'm thinking somewhere below our actual farm area in our base area, just to make things simple and so that they stay kind of far away from the iron golem farm, but it's not too far away that we can't move them there. The hardest part's going to be getting up to the build height. I need to do a little bit more planning on how I want to do this, so I'm going to try to get a basic plan and shape of what the farm's going to be, how far apart they need to be, and then I'll be right back with you guys, and we'll probably do a little bit of a time lapse on this build because it's fairly simple. And then I would say possibly we can do the one up top, just because it'll be a cool view to have up there, me building in the sky, but I'm not making any promises. So we'll probably have a time lapse of this coming up and possibly that. But first I need to do a little bit more planning. All right, so planning for the villager breeder is kind of complete. I've set up all this over here just to kind of see just how far away the villager breeder will be from the iron golem farm. So that block right there is actually 70 blocks away from where I plan to put a villager, or the closest villager I could place would be right there. I'll probably do opposite corners just to make it a little bit further away. And this block here represents the 60 mark, so 60, 70, 80, 90. We're about 100 blocks away, a little bit further than 100 blocks away, because the village that will be generated will be over here, and then these guys will breed. So I think we got a pretty good distance away. I'm planning on putting our villager down here with the doors on this side to allow him to call for these villagers to breed. So he'll be underground over here somewhere. I'm planning on building all this kind of on this level, and I got some materials over here. And the thing I'm thinking about doing under here, so it's a secret cave, and I'll probably have it look really cave-like in here, but any of the structures we build for redstone or like farms and stuff like that, I think I'm gonna make them out of white concrete. So I'll get to building this thing fairly quickly, but it's all gonna be in white concrete and gray stained glass. I was gonna do light gray stained glass or white stained glass, but the texture pack that I'm using, the glass looks kind of funny. I'll show you here real quick. So the glass looks like this, and if I color it white, it stays the same color. So it's kind of not really what I'm going for. I'm going for more like a futuristic theme down here in the cave system, minus the actual cave part, which will look very, very cavey, if that is a word. But for the most part, all the farms are going to be white concrete and this light, or this gray stained glass, because it'll be a lot more clear. And I think it'll mesh just fine with the white concrete, so it's not going to be a problem. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to start building this thing, and I figured we could do a little bit of a time lapse. So I'm going to get this thing built first, and then we'll go get the villagers, which is going to be kind of a pain. So I'll probably be doing some nether traveling for that, and I'll show you guys the village that I found way back in, I think, episode 1 or 2, and we can steal some villagers from there. Hopefully they have a couple of farmers so we can get started on our farm. And we just need 3 villagers. So we need 2 up top, 1 down below. And then from there, we'll have an infinite source of villagers. So I'll see you guys right after the time lapse. And there you have it. Our villager breeder structure is complete. We need a few farmers, possibly just 1 farmer in here. I know you couldn't see everything in the time lapse. I apologize for that, but just to give you a quick little overview, there are going to be 2 farmers in here. Once the baby villagers are bred, they will eventually fall off. Sometimes they get stuck in here, but they should fall off into this little one high pocket that the tall adult villagers can't fit through, obviously. They'll get pushed along here all the way around to this point here, which has a little portion I'll show you. The babies will fall right through down to here, and then I'll have a tunnel system that either leads off to a holding cell that's probably going to be over there somewhere. But initially, I'm probably going to have a path heading down over closer to the Iron Golem farm area, just so it makes it easier for me to transport the villagers up and down into the different spawn platforms of the eventual Iron Golem farm. Now, with this thing out of the way, we need to go get ourselves a few villagers. So there is a village, like I said, that I found over in that direction in episode like 1 or 2. I can't remember which one it is. So we need to go over there. We need to find a few villagers that we want to take with us, and then we need to set up a portal that's over there, and then I'll probably have to head back to this base. We'll go through our nether portal. I'll dig out a tunnel through the nether all the way over to the coordinates that I will have already gotten from that area. Set up another portal. I'll try to link them up, and then if that all goes to plan, I'll probably disable this portal, enable this portal. That way I can transport the villagers all the way through the nether, through this portal, and then make it really easy on me. Just have them pop up right here, and I can place them in here and then over here. And I forgot to mention this area. It's just a few doors in here if you're unaware of how a villager breeder works. We'll have one villager over here, and then these 3 blocks above the doors need to be open to the sky. So I'll probably have glass here, and I've already placed glass up there. So you just have to have it open to the sky so that the villager thinks that it's an actual village. Not really sure about the mechanics because I'm not super into the mechanics of Minecraft, but I just know that's what you need. So if you're trying to build along with this, I'll have something in the description so you can actually follow a real tutorial of a villager breeder. One that's probably way simpler to follow and probably looks a little bit different than this. I think there's smaller versions and larger versions of these villager breeders, but this is the one that I usually build. So I will meet you guys over at that village. We'll get the coordinates and stuff, and we'll get ourselves a few villagers. All right, so the portals work, everything's set up. I forgot to turn off the other portal, so I'll probably have to do that before I take these guys through. Hey, buddy, what are you doing? Cartographer, not really what we're looking for. I want to find, I think there is 2 villagers down here. Oh, what's this guy? If he's a farmer. Shepherd. We'll take this shepherd. There you go. We got a shepherd. We'll take him through the nether real quick. Got to be careful about how we do this. And we messed up. We messed up. All right, so we're going to have to do this a little bit different. He should pop up on land, and hopefully he'll run right into this. I need to sleep real quick so these guys don't die. There we go. He popped right in there for us. All right, so we got one guy ready to go. I want to take this nitwit here because we can use him as the villager that's going to tell the other villagers what to do, basically, as far as breeding goes. So let's maybe try to take him a little bit more cleverly. So let's get him in a boat right now, if we can. There we go. He's in a boat. Now I just got to get rid of the space around here. Can I get by this, please? So we have a little bit of a path we need to travel here. Maybe we can use, just dig out the sand, actually. Be much quicker. There we go. And then we will have to get rid of this table and this wall probably to get him through. Maybe even these. I don't want to have him suffocate or have myself suffocate. So let's bring him over towards this other villager. So we got a shepherd, which we'll do as a farmer for now. And then we have our, who is this guy? Are you a farmer? I want to see real quick before we take you out of here. Okay, we're definitely taking this guy. We got a farmer. Can I place this? Can you pop in there? There we go. All right, so now we definitely have a farmer. The farm will for sure work now. I'm not sure if the Fletcher would have worked. I'm pretty sure he would have, but this is just to be safe. Now we have an actual farmer. So let's take these 3 guys into the nether and we'll transport them to our little area. So I'm not 100% sure that this is going to work, but I'm really crossing my fingers right here. Let's see if this actually does indeed work. All right, yeah, these portals are close enough. Hoping it just goes back to the same portal we just went through. All right, cool. We are all set. I'm going to go grab those guys, take them to the nether, and bring them right over to here. So I almost forgot I need to make one more adjustment here. We have to put in like a little bit of a barrier here, also behind us as well. And then we can go ahead and get rid of the boat without hitting him. There we go. And then we need to probably... this guy's not going to listen. Get him a little bit closer. Put 2 more blocks this way, and then we will try to push him in without destroying him. Oh, we heard him, but he went through, so let's go see. All right, and there he is. See if we can't get him in the boat again. There we go. We're dying. Oh, no. Let's get rid of some of these blocks. All right, there we go. Now we should be able to take him over to our little area. Going to be some slow progress here. All right, and there is our villager. Oh, he ran right in there. Awesome. So that worked perfectly. Go ahead and kind of we'll close this up just so we can escape, and then we'll bring the other villagers over here. That's awesome. He ran right in. Got a little bit of a better technique. We don't even need these walls on the side. I just do this for myself so I don't fall through, but I can just actually take him most of the way through the portal, pop out, and then I can destroy. Oh, whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. That looked weird. I can destroy the boat and he'll pop right through. And there we go. He meets me on the other side. Let's get him on the boat. And yeah. Oh, the boat went through. He didn't. We'll have to go get that boat on the other side, hopefully. All right, so let's go through here. All right, we got our second villager here. We got our village idiot, the nitwit, and we're going to place him down here. Really hope this doesn't kill him. Let's actually get some more concrete. So we're going to destroy this boat. He should fall in there. Let's fill this up now because I don't want him to escape at all. It's my main worry is that he somehow gets free. So can I push this just a little bit? I mean, he's right over. He should fall right in. Yep, there we go. And he's alive and well. Let's get a piece of glass over the top of that thing. He's already using the doors. There we go. Now he is trapped in there for the rest of eternity. Let's go get ourselves one more villager and see if we can't get this thing running. There we go. Got him in. There we go. There is our last villager. Let's see if he actually just runs in here like the other guy did. And he's the farmer, but he won't do that apparently. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. We're gonna die. We're gonna die! Oh. Okay, I saved myself there. Can I please just get rid of this thing? Let's go like this. Okay. Wow. That almost destroyed me. That's hilarious. We should have thought about that beforehand. He's already planted those. Let's actually put this back real quick before he notices. Do we have another stair? Okay, let's put that down. Let's actually just punch this thing. Okay, there we go. And they're free and they should be good to go. Let's leave that space so they can't fall down real quick. Grab my... Actually, I don't have the hoe on me. There is the hoe. Let's hoe that piece of untilled dirt once more. So I want them to have all the land possible to plant and replant. And there we go. Now we just wait to see what happens here. Let's go ahead and close this off as well. There we go. There's some hearts going. Please for one villager. There they go. They both have hearts now, I think. Well, at least we know they have hearts and we know that things are actually working. I'll probably pop back in here once we have a few baby villagers down here. I'm actually going to do this. Let me quickly put a water stream down here and then I'll place some glass there so that when a villager does grow up, it doesn't get stuck in that one spot. It has to kind of move down. There we go, some water right there in my inventory, obviously. And we'll come down here. Let's dig this out a little bit further. There we go. All right, now let's place the water source where they can fall down, get pushed this way. Let's put a piece of glass right here and right here. And we can just kind of cover this up with stone, I think. And that should be fine for now. Kind of a tight squeeze, but I'll come back to you guys once I see that these guys are actually breeding and creating little villagers. They seem to be interested in each other. All right, and there we go. We have ourselves our first little villager. Hopefully he will fall off the edge. If not, it'll just give us more villagers in here that will keep on breeding. So not a totally huge deal if he doesn't fall off. A few of them will get trapped eventually. So now we got to do is wait for these villagers to kind of grow up. In the meantime, I'm going to go ahead and try to get started on building the iron golem farm. So we've had a few baby villagers. I actually had to kill one off because they weren't spawning any more baby villagers. So I had to move the little tunnel I had that way quite a bit. And now they seem to be showing the hearts again and making baby villagers. So I'll have to probably find a good place to store the villagers that are bred and kind of make them their own little place after the fact that we set up this iron golem farm. And I was doing a little bit of testing because I wanted to see if I would be able to see the iron golem farm that is basically 2 blocks lower than build height, and we can totally see it from the inside of this cavern and outside of the cavern very easily. So that's kind of unfortunate. So my initial plan to have that thing up there and have it not be seen looks like it's going to be not applicable because it's very visible. It's very visible indeed. I even tried to turn the fog up. I tried turning the render distance down, and there's a point at which it starts to despawn just a bit, and you can't really tell right now. So most of it's stone, the outer layer. So those 2 lines right there are stone. That whole little inner circle is stone, and that one line coming out there is actually stone as well. The bigger portion of it, I actually went up there with some blue concrete trying to maybe make it the same color as the sky. Maybe it could blend in during the day, seeing as how I don't usually stay awake during the night. But see, it does disappear at a certain point, so it's not like a total eyesore, but it is definitely there once we get closer to see how much it takes for it to spawn in here. Kind of strange. So there it is. So there's the little bits and pieces popping in here, and there's the full thing. So it would pop in a little bit quicker when it's fully built. It's going to be probably like 6 to 7 blocks lower, being that there's going to be 2 platforms versus just the one on top. So that's kind of a decision I have to make before we finish up the iron golem farms. I'm definitely going to build the one down below, and I'm probably going to build the one that is inside this cavern, but the one that is way up high is kind of a maybe at this point, because I don't want anything to kind of destroy the atmosphere and the lore of the world. Not that we've built a whole lot just yet, but I thought it might take away from the lore. It might take away from the builds a little bit. So I'll have to decide if I actually want to do that or not. We have a little shooting star going by. It's really nice. But I think that is probably going to be the end of the episode, everybody. If you're brand new or you haven't already subscribed, please consider subscribing. I'd really appreciate it. Leave a like, leave a comment. Let me know what you think of the episode. Let me know what you think of the series. And I'll see you guys next time here on KingZee's Empire.